can't imagine she wouldn't take the opportunity to do so. She's listed in the 200.
200.
Huh?
She was tested last week in the 200, though.
She was.
The two Lowell girls were,
Yep.
were right with her.
Yep. Well, and that's what you want. I'm sure that's what she wants, too.
Yep. That's about as close as it's going to get. I don't see anybody in the state.
Got to get back. Hey.
I don't see anybody taking it to her.
No.
I mean, last year you had Christina Allard, who was coming up.
Yep.
But she's since moved on.
Yeah, what did she ended up?
Private school, I think.
Private school,
Maybe
yeah.
St. Paul's or something like that.
I don't remember, but.
I guess she's a really good hockey player, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if we got our results pop up on this one.
So White Mountains, 48-74. Kennett second, 49-76. Conant, 53-33.
All right, on to the girls' 400-meter dash. We've got 5 heats of this. In Heat 1, we've got Sarah Morin, Portsmouth, Autumn Agri of Exeter, Maggie Marsh of St. Thomas, Amelia Concannon of Oyster River, Samantha LaPetrie, of Winnicott, and Natalie Frazier of Guilford. That's the finish line. Stay away. What do you think?
What?
How many people in high school actually utilize blocks
Correctly?
in the 400?
Oh.
I would say
probably none.
20%. Well,
how many use it correctly, you mean?
Well, how many gain the benefit out of using
I don't think
blocks?
many do.
Yeah, I would say.
But I think it can be a definite advantage if you really.
Oh, once you know how to do it, and,
Yeah.
and I mean that's. Lots of times you get the kids that are new to track and they're trying the 100 and they're trying the 200.
Yep.
And they argue with you whether or not they want to use blocks, so they don't feel comfortable. You're going to have to learn in the 100 and 200. So even if you're not good at it first, you still need to do it. But in the 400 high school level, I don't think you're getting that much of an advantage. And,
Right.
and in the 300 hurdles, I don't even think that there's any benefit. I mean, you'd have to be really, really good.
I never felt comfortable, like just even messing around with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those weird things.
All right. It looks
Winnicott?
like Winnicott, yeah, and that's going to be Samantha LaPetrie from Winnicott.
So Samantha took that in 60.8. Sarah Moore of Portsmouth, 61.5. Natalie Frazier of Guilford, 61.7. Autumn Agri of Exeter, 62 flat. Maggie Marsh, St. Thomas, 63.8. Amelia Concannon of Oyster River, 63.7.
All right, section 2, we got Grace McDonough of Londonderry, Julie Negro of Bishop Girton, Megan Sawyer of Milford, Juliana Messina of Concord, Tess Rogers of Winnicott, and Grace Ripper-Jur of Portsmouth. Ripper-Jur. Yeah, I remember being at a clinic and the guy putting on the clinic talking about how athletes complaining that getting into the blocks just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel comfortable. I remember him saying, he said to him, well, what would be the most comfortable way to start a race? And the kid says, well, I don't know. And so the coach lays down on his back behind the start line and says, well, this is the most comfortable way to start a race, but it's not the fastest.
Right.
You're not supposed to feel comfortable in the blocks.
Yeah.
All right.
The thing I always say to people about being uncomfortable, and
get used to it.
I say this to my mother like every day because she's going through the cancer
right.
stuff. And I said, Mom, you got to learn to get comfortable feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
And it really, it's just one of those things.
I think in life and in right in running in particular.
I think that's the key to running.
Yeah.
Is learning how to.
Oh, if you only did something because it was comfortable, you're not going to be very good.
I think, and I look at Aiden Cox and I say, why is he a good runner? Because he's got a high pain threshold.
Absolutely.
At a young age that
other kids haven't learned.
I
think that's going to be BG, and if it is, that would be Julie Nigro of Bishop Girton. Speaking of pain tolerance, I'm going to try this cheeseburger. That's probably
Nigro 61.8, Tess Rogers, Winnicott 62.2, Grace McDonough of Londonderry 63.1, Meg Sawyer of Milford 63.9, Grace Ripperger of Portsmouth 64.6, Julie Messina of Concord 66.6, the double.
And in our third section, we've got Leanne Welch of Co-Brown, Haley Blaisdell of Winnicott, Kylie Quinlan of Winnicott, Paige Betourne of Portsmouth, Mackenzie Betty of Nashua South, and Abigail Nelson of Bonnie Eagle. Evenly spaced, about 100 meters in.
What's that noise? Mowing the lawn?
I think they're blowing off the shot put circle.
Yeah.
Well, with the grass so wet, they're probably dragging the water in from outside the competition.
I've never seen more water than yesterday.
Oh, my Lord.
God.
We started with hail, and then it rained like crazy. Whoa.
Winnicott, right in the end, pulls
so,
it out.
Yeah. Certainly looked that way.
It's Kylie Quinlan, Winnicott at 62.5, Paige Bertone of Portsmouth 63.1, Leanne Welch of Co-Brown 65.7, Haley Blaisdell of Winnicott 66.2, Mackenzie Betty, Nashua South 67.3, Abigail Nelson of Bonnie Eagle was 6th.
In this fourth section, which is already rolling now, we have Joanne Sang of Central, Kylie Harrington of Pelham, Lily DeRozier of Plymouth Regional, Samantha LeMay of Co-Brown, Nadezhda Zesheva of South, and Taylor Rogers of Central.
Samantha LeMay, Miss Teen New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I used to coach her at Deerfield.
What does that mean to be
Miss Teen New Hampshire?
Miss Teen
I guess
New
it's
Hampshire.
like, Miss New Hampshire, but
Miss New
teenage, and you got to do all the, I don't know, kissing pigs and whatever you do at the fairs. She's going to kill me for saying that, but, oh well.
The old Deerfield Fair, that's pretty normal fare, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, she's a good runner.
Yeah, well, and it looks like she's in a rush to kiss the pig because she's leading right now.
See if she go all the way through. Miss Teen New Hampshire.
Miss Teen New Hampshire taking this heat.
Here she comes all the way through. That's a good one.
You're right. She is going to kill you.
She was actually my 5th man when we won our first girls' state championship. She was a 5th grader. So Samantha LeMay, 65.3. Wow, that's a
Miss Teen,
tough
New
one.
Hampshire.
Nadezhda, Nadia,
Yeah.
check. And I
Yep.
taking that one, I took all the time.
Zacheva. All right, last section. We've got Skylar Batorne of Portsmouth, Elizabeth McFarland of Exeter, Cassidy Constantine of Merrimack Valley, Grace Finley of St. Thomas.
Sun almost wants to come out.
It's trying. It's trying.
Next week's all supposed to be rainy again, except for Monday.
Yeah, I mean, how many days of sun do you want?
Yeah.
You don't want to get used to it.
Right, no, you don't want
You don't want to get used to good weather. And as they're coming in, it looks like we have
Portsmouth.
Skylar Batorne. We've already seen that name, so I'm guessing they have a sister.
So Skylar took that in 66.4. Elizabeth McFarland, 67.8. Cassidy Constantine of Merrimack Valley, 69.5. Grace Finley, St. Thomas, 112.4. This ought to be a good one here.
It is.
Exeter should be. Exeter and Alvern, you watch this first leg.
Well,
There's some studs here.
this kid from Conval's legit too.
He is?
Yeah, he really is. So in this heat, we've got Jordan Stone of Hollis Brookline, Del Bonsu Anand of Conval, Dante Radagona of Exeter, Devant McCoy Sofes of Alvern, Reed Langdon of Exeter, and Elijah Dimio of Merrimack.
Radagonda's run 49.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to get a 49 today, but
Nope. Getting their block set. All right, here we go. And they're off. Radagon has started to make up the stagger already. Sometimes that's a mistake, but not when
yeah.
when you're as experienced as they are. Well,
It's a close race, though.
that is a close race as far as we can tell. The stagger. Guys, get out here. Hey. Ow. Ow. Ow.
What's it look like?
I can't tell. I can't hear either. Looks like Alvern. Oh,
Look.
here comes
Conval.
Conval.
You called that one,
I
Mike.
guess so.
Yeah.
We saw
Wow.
him do some crazy stuff last year when he didn't even know what he was doing.
So, Devontae Anane, whatever, 50.89. Devontae McCoy Sofe, 51.13. And Dante Radagonda of 52.12.
A lot of first-name D's in that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. If you don't have a D.
Yeah, you can't finish in the top three. Section 2, we've got Ryan McClure of Timberlane, Colin Miller of North, Jackson Wilkes of Concord, Christian Oglesby of Merrimack Valley, Bryce Eckenrode of North, and John Tebow of Trinity.
Yeah, that Conval kid, that's a good time.
Well, and he was, when you look at him back 100 meters in, he was the last guy.
Yeah.
But he runs a good, solid 400 as
Right.
well.
So what'd you say He came out last year. But
He came out. No, he came out last year, and nobody knew really what to expect out of him. And he ended up in like a slow heat of the 400 and blew everybody away by like 40 meters. He's figured it out now. Wilkes doesn't operate with blocks, like I said.
You know who his brother is, right? Jamie Wilkes.
Jamie Wilkes,
He ran a 4:11 mile the other day. How about this? Matt Adams the other day, never run a mile in his life. He ran a 3:58, which is a 4:16 mile. He's a 400 guy.
Wow.
Four guys ran 3:58, all of them right together.
Holy cow.
All UNH guys. Imagine that, though. Never run one, and you start right off with the 3:58. But I won't even bother with the fours.
Yeah, why bother running in the fours? That's just a waste of time. Then you got something you have to break. Now you don't have to. He's probably going to retire.
Yeah, he can now.
Wow, they all went out hard because they're definitely trying to hang in there to finish. But it is going to be, Bryce Eckenrode of Nashua North on that one.
So Eckenrode with a 53.27, Wilkes 53.70, Ryan McClure, Timberlane 54.02, Colin Miller, Nashua North 54.44, T-Bolt Trinity 54.68, and Oglesby, Merrimack Valley 55.65.
All right, Section 3, we've got Max Carpenter of Oyster River, Christopher Keefe of South, Remy Boujon of Plymouth, Edward Stoll of Kearsarge, Maxim Merkuryev of Nashua South, and Jackson Prave of Merrimack Valley. Guys.
You're supposed to have this. I'm just now getting around all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, we have not plugged the sponsor. That is correct. A couple of items here as they're coming around. We're going to have an outstanding performer at the end of the day voted on by the coaches.
I've already actually picked it.
Yeah?
So I don't really have to do that. Kid that won the mile.
That kid.
1,600.
Yeah.
Good comeback.
Great comeback. I thought it would be the guy that came in 5th in the 2 mile. All right, there we go. That is Remy Boujon of Plymouth taking that one.
$52.95. Edward Stowell of Kearsarge, 53.34. Maxim McCurriff of Nashua South, 54.28. Max Carpenter of Oyster River, 55.26. Christopher Keefe ran a good race. 5th place. Time went off before I get to it.
All right. In Section 4, we've got Jeremy Melendez of South, Zachary Valhouli of Winnicunnet, Bill Drake of Sauhegan, Owen Parker of Winnicunnet, Ryan Odell of Exeter, and Tom Riley of St. Thomas. Today we're being powered by Willem Verway Physical Therapy, your running experts, and Sarah Fennery Art. If you go up on the website, you can see there's a really cool image of New Hampshire. Can't really explain it to you. You have to go on the website to look at it, but it's pretty cool looking. Light sprinkles at this point. mean that fencing I went under is
Yeah.
supposed to keep me out of here?
Maybe next year we electrify it.
Yeah. And then hope for rain.
Yeah.
All right. Just over 100 meters to go. Coming off the turn. To me, it looks like Owen Parker will win a Winnacunnet, but still a lot of running room to go. And it will be
Look on it.
Owen Parker.
So Parker took that in 53.85. Bill Drake of Sauhegan, 55.28. Zachary Vahuli of Winnacunnet, 55.43. Ryan O'Donnell, Exeter, 55.58. Jeremy Melendez of Nashua South, 57.47. Tom Riley of St. Thomas, 58.08.
Got them all in that time. All right, last section, section 5. We got Tanner Thornton of Exeter, Nate Fletcher of Portsmouth, Ethan Vitello of Conant, Samson Adiola of Trinity, and Ryan Walker of Winnacunnet. There's the winner of the men's middle school mile. Boys, I guess you'd say. Boys middle school mile. I'd like to say he's strutting around like the man, but that would not be Aiden Cox at all.
No, not at all. I would have liked to seen him in with the big boys.
Yeah.
See what he would do.
Yeah, well, that might knock Forrest out of contention.
Could have. Yep.
Notice my guy got so scared of Forrest that he didn't even enter the mile.
No.
He said his legs were sore.
They were?
I said, grow up.
He didn't run in the mile, Landon?
No.
No?
Nope. Sometimes it's the right choice.
Yeah, it's a cold day.
Sometimes it's the easy way out.
I'm on being recorded right now. I don't usually say what I want to say. Trying not to be controversial right now.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be Ryan Walker of Winnacunnet. You want me to guess this time? 56.23.
Trying to get me on there, Greg. I'm ready to go on there. I'll take it. Hey, Greg.
Ryan Walker took that in 55.75. Tanner Thornton, 56.22. Ethan Vitello, Conant, 57 flat. Nate Fletcher of Portsmouth, 58.44. Samson and Goliath, I don't know what he got.
All right, girls 300 hurdles coming up. First of 6 heats, Sydney LaValle of Exeter, Camille Sweet of Exeter, Courtney Lopez of South, April Weeks of Portsmouth, Olivia Mazarol of Nashua North, and Lauren Noble of Spalding.
The kid that won it, remember that show? That was a movie. Maybe I will. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Maybe I will.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying. Oh, God, it looked just like him. I forget who it is. But anyways, kind of a famous movie.
I'll believe you. I don't see too many movies.
Yeah,
I saw one yesterday called Day One with Jack Black. It was dumb as dumb could be. But it was funny.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good one.
Good being relative, I suppose, in many ways, too. All right. The 300s are getting set up all on the other side of the track. They're setting the hurdles. I know this is hard to believe, Jim, but this used to be my event. For the 2 years that I did track. I thought I hated track.
Yeah.
When I was in high school.
So you did the girls' low hurdles?
Yeah. I was pretty decent at it, too. No, I did the
girls 100 hurdles.
No, those would have been too hard for me. Boys intermediate hurdles. Yeah. The only reason I was halfway any decent was because I had a decent distance background, so and I could run hard in between them.
Yeah, you have a little bit of run to get going. It's not like the 110 where they boom, they're right up on you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get over the hurdle if you gave me a ladder at this point.
I remember watching. I can't remember what it was. It was some YouTube clip of some kid running right through him.
Yeah.
Just
Chopping
like
wood.
just yeah.
Wood chopper special.
Karate chop.
I remember I used to be in awe of Edwin Moses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember he had that streak?
Yeah, 44 straight wins or something. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Like you didn't think anybody could ever beat him.
Yep.
And he finally.
Lost.
But he was old. He got a little bit older too.
Yeah,
But,
yep.
but he was a stud.
Yes, he was. Actually, one of my favorite was Henry Marsh.
Oh yeah.
For steeple.
From
And
BYU.
Yeah, and he'd always be, he'd just run in last place. Because let's face it, last place is only 10 meters down on first place, really. And he'd just make that last lap charge. And
Yeah, he closed hard.
He closed hard. Stay out of trouble. I mean, you don't want to be going over the steeple side by side with somebody,
Right.
really.
He ran an 8:05.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like, because when I was running steeple in college,
Yep.
he was like my hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
I had his one of the guys that I ran with, won Division IIIs twice and was second at Meet of Champions twice, Brett Cartwright.
Oh yeah.
He cross-country skied, and he went out to Provo. I mean, that's really what he was into. And he went out to Provo, Utah for some junior Olympic, not junior Olympic, was it junior Olympic? Whatever the cross-country skiing
Yep.
was, Nordic skiing. And while he was there, he ran into Henry Marsh because that's where he was from.
Right.
And he got his, got me his autograph. I've since lost it. But
Yeah.
What would you do with it anyways?
I know. So when I was in high school, I got recruited by BYU, and to this day I was like, why did they ever want me? And it was just because like it's not like now where you get on the internet,
Right.
and everything else, but it was one of the
Yeah.
oddball schools.
Yeah. They wanted you back then.
and there was 2 other oddball schools too, and I'm like, was I an oddball? Something. I just can't. I just didn't think I'd fit in.
Well, and I think you were right in that
Yeah,
aspect.
and I wouldn't
Pretty
have-
sure you wouldn't fit in.
And I wouldn't have been. I don't even think because those years they were really good.
Yeah.
I would have been JV my whole college
career.
Yeah, they had Ed Eyestone there.
Yeah.
Who was absolute
Well, he's
star.
there now as the coach.
Coach, yep. They thought
All right.
they thought Jim McMahon caused problems.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. Jim McMahon can't hold a candle to Jim McKenzie.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how he got through there. Seriously.
That's right. What is that, Chicago?
Yep, Chicago Bears. Yeah, yeah. He was a great quarterback. I mean,
Yeah.
in college, it wasn't so much. And
He was all right
yeah, he was tough. He was a good fit for that team.
for that team, exactly. All right, here we go. First heat. Oh, look, we're being joined by Landon Valancourt, the guy that came in fifth. Was it fifth in the 2 mile?
I didn't see him in the
And
mile.
where'd you finish in the mile?
NA.
Yeah, N.A. We were just talking about you, so you can go back and show your pappy on the video how I talked about you. Just worried you're going to get a big head, swollen head.
Too
so-
many races might have caused a blister.
Yeah, that's
wanna
right.
get blister.
Feet might have been wet.
Yep.
Could get a blister from wet feet, wet socks. Huh?
Actually sprained my left ear.
Sprained your left ear.
So
All
Nashua
right.
South. I mean, yeah, Nashua
Yeah,
South
it looks
looks
like
good.
Courtney Lopez right now, and she cleared the last hurdle and crossed the line. She will take it.
So Lopez took that in 49.18. Camille Sweet, Exeter, 49.88. Cindy LaValle of Exeter, 50.37. Olivia Mazerall of Nashua North, 50.80. April Weeks, Portsmouth, 51.76. And Lauren Noble of Spalding, 52.31.
Section 2, we've got Kathleen Messer of Bishop Girton, Tammy Ronish of White Mountains, Sabrina Sherman of Exeter, Shauna Ruth of Timberlane, Kate Butcher of Oyster River, and Ashley Barham of Sauhegan. What?
Lanny, you running the 800?
God, no. Actually, it's funny because he is our fastest 800-meter guy currently at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's after him being our slowest 800-meter guy on the 4x8
Right.
that went to New England.
Why is
He always said he wasn't the slowest, but he was.
So why are you the fastest? The 228 guy get hurt?
Something like that. Oh, and you soloed that one, right? Whatever your fastest is this year? Oh, no, that's right, Evan Coyne. I think he's the top seed in the 800 today.
Hey, when did Evan run that? 158. Was that last year or
No,
something?
maybe. Might have been.
That's pretty fast. That's a good one. It's
All
going to be a
right.
good race between him and Taylor.
Yeah. So Kathleen Messer takes that one. So, yeah.
Dakota's going to win the 8.
So Messer took that at Bishop Girton, 50.95. Kate Butcher of Oyster River, 51.83. Tamar Ronish of White Mountains, 55.14. Ashley Barnum of Souhegan, 55.58. Shauna Ruth of Timberlane, 56.84. 5684.
All right. In the third heat of 6, we've got Shauna Kelly of Londonderry, Cadence Murphy of Oyster River, Morgan Nault of Memorial, Violet Davy of Merrimack, Grace O'Malley of Bishop Girton, and Kay Partridge of Hollis Brookline. Guys. I actually thought I was reading this wrong because Kay Partridge and Morgan Nault are distance runners.
Yep. But remember, you did this event.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I was a distance runner, Jim. I might not have been. I'm only seeing 4.
Sometimes it's it's a coach's decision for the 300 meter.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
what? The coaches
Hey,
get
we don't
together.
really have that
We
many.
don't really like that kid. Let's
Put him in the hurdles.
put him in the 300 hurdle so we can
Wow.
make fun of him.
And here we are making fun of distance runners hurdling, but the leader in this heat is Morgan Nault
Yep.
with the most unorthodox
But she took it.
last hurdle.
With a smile on her face, though. So Morgan took that in 52.81. Shauna Kelly of Londonderry, 54.21. Violet Davy of Merrimack, 55.38. Grace O'Malley, Bishop Girton, 55.98. So Morgan Nault was a very good distance runner, though.
Yep.
I mean, she was.
Section 4, we got Addie Hodge of Merrimack Valley, Olivia Noni of Co-Brown, Jacqueline Cawthorne of Pelham, Christy Georgida of Winnicunnet, Jace Y of Nashua South, and Amelia Brackett of Co-Brown. Yeah, I mean, with the intermediate hurdles, you don't really have to be fantastic over the hurdles. Obviously, it helps, but they're not so high that you can't jump them any other way. Whenever we get somebody that says they want a hurdle, we always make them do the 300 hurdles first to make sure that they're sure they want to hurdle.
I had a teammate, freshman year, Gary Turgeon, win the state championship.
Sturgeon?
Turgeon. Win the state championship as a freshman in the slow heat of the intermediate hurdles.
Oh, I love people.
And he
weighing
never
this
won
hard.
again.
Yeah.
Never won again. But his freshman year, he wins it.
So that's Olivia Noni of Co-Brown. Yeah, we don't get very many hurdlers.
So Noni, 53.67. Kristen Goyota of Winnicunnet, 55.87. Jacqueline Cawthorne of Pelham, 57.34. Amelia Brackett, Cole Brown, 57.65. J.C. Way of Nashua South. Had a good race.
All right, section 5 of 6. We got Sarah Sponenberg of Bishop Brady, Jaden Belanger of Cole Brown, Emma Ramsey of Guilford, and Becca Princey. How do you say that? Cincy of Somersworth. I think I'm just going to award first place to all of the names that we can say easily. If you have a hard name, you can't win.
There's a lot of tough names out there now.
There is.
I'm going to say Pinsons.
Pinsons?
Pinchinch. Pinch an inch.
Pinch an inch.
Yeah, I'm going to call it pinch an inch.
Special K.
Becca,
Say Special K now, and probably people think different, but Special K used to be a breakfast cereal that was supposed to help you
yeah. I
be
remember
skinny.
that.
Be skinny. only have 3 in the heat, and it's being led by Jaden Belanger of Co-Brown. There we go.
So Jaden took that.
I hear her getting
54.01, Sarah Sponenberg of Bishop Brady, 55.56, and Becca Pinchinench, Summersworth, 58.80.
All right, Section 6. Let's see if we can screw up these names a little less. Kaylee Miranda of Winnicunnet, Sophie Alexander of Bonnie Eagle, and Camilla McAleer of Exeter.
I'm sure we'll be getting letters on that one.
Whose name are we going to mess up?
You don't have time to figure everything out. We're not the guy on Jeopardy that's got everything.
No,
you know what I mean?
We're not. I'm definitely not the guy on Jeopardy.
And you see how he's doing? Holy moly!
I don't pay any attention to that, but my parents, being in their 70s and 80s, they pay a lot of attention to it, and they're giving me the rundown last night at dinner.
Yeah, he's like 15 games into it. I've only beat him 7 times from my sofa, but I mean that guy is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just turned the whole thing upside down.
Well, and he obviously knows what he's doing. They say he goes after all the big numbers first, gets so far ahead nobody can catch him, and he's going to be the winner no matter what. That's one way to do it, I guess. And we got Camilla McAleer of Exeter taking that heat. And that's it for the ladies' 300-meter event. Up next will be the men's.
Camilla took that 53.12. Sophia Alexander, Bonnie Eagle, 57.65. Kaylee Miranda, Winnicunnet, 101.3.
All right. In our first section of the guys, we've got Manolo Feliz of Concord, Adrian Sutton of Spalding, John Ellie of Pelham, Dylan Lessard of Merrimack Valley, Xavier Provost of Nashua North, and Jacob Pacheco of BG.
This kid from Pelham's a stud.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's good. He won the 110.
That's okay, so that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Manolo's no slouch.
No, I don't think he's done the 300 yet this year.
No.
And, of course, this kid from Spalding, indoor state champion.
Yep. Adrian Sutton.
Yep. He's pretty good.
But this is a little bit longer than that one.
Yeah.
You see that they've done, I shouldn't say they've started to do, but they've been figuring out to do indoor 400-meter hurdles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's kind of like they start them out. I think they start them on the outside lanes, and they're staggered, and then they come in the break line. Then they're all hurdling the same set of hurdles.
So you kind of got to stay on the hurdles then.
You have to, yeah.
Huh. Too bad you couldn't make a breakaway hurdle. You know what I mean? That it's permanently on the ground, but if you hit it, it just has a spring or something. But then everybody would just probably be drilling it.
Drilling it every time.
You know what I mean?
I think they should have fire on the tops of these things.
Well, they used to back in our day.
I did end up doing one of those tough mudders where they had you jump through a propane
Oh, really?
thing. Huh. That was kind of interesting. Especially when you tend to have a lot of body hair, you start to get worried in those.
Right now, we got. That's a tough one, huh?
Yeah.
This neck and neck.
Well, it definitely looks like Spalding out front.
Yeah, but not much.
Not many more though.
It looks like he's getting. Wow, still close.
Well, you got a deep. What you
Pelham's got it now.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow, that's a good one.
Well, what you had, too, contrasting styles. You had a good hurdler, and then you had a guy that was really good between the hurdles.
Yeah. Pelham looked like he was saving up.
Yep.
So Sutton took that in 40.67, and that can't be right.
No, because Sutton was second.
Someone must have got DQ'd?
Oh. But how would they know that already?
Yeah. So Sutton's 40.67. Now they got it up. Dylan Lasad, Merrimack Valley, 42.77. Manuelo Concord, 45.38, and we didn't get the rest. But, yeah, I was going to say, how'd you get DQ'd so quick?
Yeah, I mean, how did they have it on the results?
Yeah.
All right, section 2, we got Kyle Thompson of Bonnie Eagle, Chris Mood of Portsmouth, Chase Adams of Hollis Brookline, Jason Suwu of Somersworth, Nick Richards of Concord, and Trevin Leak of Sanborn. All right, and coming off the corner, looks like Chase Adams of Hollis Brookline with a significant lead, actually. And that's Chase Adams will take it. Second heat, he was quite a bit out in front too. Great start, and then was able to keep his foot on the gas. It's amazing how many people take the climbing under the fencing for what's supposed to be happening. All right, section 3, we've got Eben Tobler of Winnicunnet, Thomas Lamar of Exeter, Jackson Libby of Spalding, Aiden Ahern of Co-Brown, Mac Whitworth of Portsmouth, and Aiden Palermo of Portsmouth. I think I said Aiden Ahern, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm messing up Aiden O'Hearn. The second best miler today was not doing the 300-meter hurdles. One's from Concord and one's from Co-Brown. So. They're off. Looks like Aiden Ahern from Co-Brown made up the stagger super fast.
Definitely gaining right now, Kyle.
Looks like it might be Thomas Lamar from Exeter and Ahern. It's definitely Exeter leading now.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Tommy.
Yeah. Thomas Lamar will take it. Yep, Thomas Lamar, I don't know, 49, I can't read them. Can't read those times from here.
44-34.
44-34 takes that one.
And Ahern was 45-13.
All right, section 4 out of 5. Maxwell Smith of Exeter, Eden Damas of South, Ian Rippiger of Portsmouth, Nasser Perry of Nashua North, Cyril Anderson of Central, and Alexander Beal of Winnicunnet. And they all almost took the hurdle at the same time. Looks like Nasser Perry and Ian Rippiger coming around. Oh, definitely Nasser Perry leading at this point. But Rippiger pulling up. And it's going to be Nasser Perry of North.
So Perry was 45-36 and Ripperger was 46-03.
All right, we've got our 5th section with Kyle Bilodeau of Sanborn, Logan Rhines of White Mountain, and Alejandro Sanchez of South. Your feet wet enough yet, Violet?
Just a little bit wet.
Yeah.
Fields are pretty muddy right now.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't even want to be the head maintenance guy pulling in here on Monday and taking a look at that.
It's a good day for a track meet, not
Yeah.
a cross-country meet.
Exactly. Holy mackerel. Kyle Bilodeau of Sanborn not just made up the stagger, but passed everybody into the first hurdle. And the fifth section is not your most expert section at this. These guys are jumping, not just jumping over the hurdle, jumping way over the hurdle. A little more experienced hurdle jumping might be in their repertoire. So it's Bilodeau right now leading, but they're pretty even coming into the last hurdle. And Bilodeau will take it. But again, some fairly unorthodox hurdling technique there. Last year, the 110 hurdles and 300 hurdles in Division III were won by Fiston Kapongo, who had extremely unorthodox hurdling, but he was so fast in between, nobody could even come close. All right, that should be it for the hurdle events. We're on to the girls 800. We've got Kayla Raymond of Bonnie Eagle in the first section, Corinne Robitaille of Manchester West, Caroline Fisher back from the 2 mile, Caitlin Pepin of Central, Hannah Swain of South, Sophie Laird of Co-Brown, Abby Dubois of Alvern, Lily Duty of Oyster River, Allie McFarland of Exeter, Ella Malone of Co-Brown, Marissa Romano of Sauhegan, and Ellen Baker of Portsmouth.
This should be a good race.
It should be a really good race. It'll be interesting to see how well Caroline can come back from the 2 mile. It was quite a while ago at this point.
She had a fantastic race in the
She
2
did.
miles, so.
I wasn't sure. It almost seemed like possibly she chose to go a little bit early on that, and
It worked
I
out.
had some questions of whether or not she was going to be caught. And while they made pretty good inroads on that last lap, she was out far enough that they just couldn't get there.
Can you handle this for the 800? Sure. All right, because I want to coach my African kid. Okay.
Fisto?
Fasto.
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 They just spelled it wrong, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm interested in seeing Corinne as well.
What's the top time coming in tonight?
Top time is 2:19, 0-0. So I'm thinking that time might not have been run yet, actually. So, but then Corinne's in with a 2:19.24, and then it's to Caroline 2:21. So top spot should be pretty close. The back of this is about 13 seconds off the front, so it's pretty solid when you've got 12 people entered in the race. And they're off. Looks like they got out hard. Corinne right to the front.
Yeah, very fast start.
This should be a good race.
Corinne already opening up like a 5-meter lead, but now you got Caroline going up.
Caroline's closing
Can't
that in
stand
right
it.
now.
Yeah, Caroline recognized that Corinne was way out and wanted to make sure that the gap wasn't too big. Looks like then back in third we've got Bonnie Eagle. Again, that's our top seed, Kayla Raymond. However, with it being a .00 time, I have a funny feeling that an estimated time,
Right.
as opposed to something that was already run this season. They've got Caroline and Corinne now have about 10 meters on the field.
And the rest of them are pretty close right now still. So Corinne and Caroline are going in about 107, 108,
Hannah Swain leading the chase pack.
111-ish.
That's pretty tight. Corinne looks to have put a little bit of a gap on Caroline, but Caroline can finish, so well, I suppose Corinne can finish.
About a second between the two of them.
Yeah.
About 5 seconds between Caroline and the next.
Yeah, and I think that's again Swain from south from across the field.
Looks like it. So Corinne.
Sophie Laird looks to be passing south. Yeah, Corinne now is a commanding lead. I don't know, you're looking at 8 meters, 10 meters, something to that effect. Oh,
100 to
easy
go.
10 meters, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Caroline is feeling the 2 mile at this point. Corinne's motoring.
Looks like she's going to be
16
2:16.
and change. That's a solid time.
Caroline 2:21.
And Laird.
25.
Come on, Abby! Go, Abby!
And the back of the pack coming through in 2:33. 2:33. All right, second heat. Elizabeth White of Bishop Gurdon, Mary Kate Finn of Bishop Gurdon, Isabella Marmondo of Conant, Caitlin Grease of Bishop Gurdon, Kayla Rowell of Exeter, Sarah Kotas of Concord, Ella Doon of Bonnie Eagle, Zoe Getman of Portsmouth, Blaine LaChance of White Mountain, Carrie Gannon of Timberlane, Chelsea Cooper of St. Thomas, Serena Britos of Concord, Dantia Bracchio of Nashua North, Rosemary Carpenter of Kingswood, Isabella Edwards of Oyster River, and that's that, I think.
That looks like it's it. Is there a third section? Yes. Okay. So this is section 2 of 3.
I was going to say, if there's ever a start that's going to be recalled, it's going to be an 800 start. There's a lot of kids in that race.
Kayla's taking it out pretty fast right now.
Mm-hmm.
.200 was about 28, 29.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fast right now.
Somebody else just went to the front. It's either Bishop Gurdon or Bonnie Eagle would be my guess. It looks like to be a green vest. And it's BG.
Is that Elizabeth White
Can't tell from here. Yep, 2.
or Mary Kate Finn?
Mary Kate
The
Finn.
two of them.
Yeah, 1 and 2 right
Mary
there,
Kate
actually.
Finn, then yeah.
They were through in 1:14 low.
Kayla Rowell third.
It's really tight up front. There's 7 of them in the lead pack, if you call it that, and then there's about 5 meters back to the chase pack. So this is still anybody's race. Isabella Mormondo from Conant's actually starting to go around and move into 4th. And they just started stacking up. I think they're running about 200 meters short of an 800 at the moment.
So the two up front are have a pretty good lead right now.
Yeah.
About 10 meters. And then the
And
rest
that's
of them
Mary
are coming
Kate
in.
Finn. Being followed by that's Blaine LaChance of White Mountains. Coming from the 9 seed up to take second.
So 2:31 looks like.
The end of that field's coming through in 2:43. Section 3, we got Ella Allen of Portsmouth, Caitlin Buford of Londonderry, Quinn Aldrich of Messinic. She's a scratch. Jordan Whittier of Cole Brown, Brianna Berry of Milford, Eli McRitchie of Exeter. Did I say that right? Eiley. I knew I said it wrong. Alexandra Topic of Central, Amelia Edmonds of Cole Brown, Maya Tabor of Winnicunnet, Jasmine Brown of Londonderry, Kaylin Rourke of Londonderry, Elizabeth Copico of South, Allie Lipinski of Conant, Molly Jennings of Souhegan, Samantha Holland of Guilford, Caroline Dobbins of Nashua North. We don't have a first name there because the last name is so long. Lakshmin Ayantai. Oh, wow. That's all I can say is, oh, wow. Of Nashua South, and Kendall Larson of Conval. Lakshim Arayanan.
How many letters is that?
That's a lot of letters. 16. I think not more than that.
Right.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you get through about 3 syllables and then you start to lose track of what you've already said. It's a long name anyways. And that's a lot of girls.
Pretty good start. Alexander Topic of Manchester Central just went out. He's taking the lead right now.
Oh, glad. I was just looking for that. Would have taken me a little while. She's taking it out hard. Holy mackerel. They're going to go through 200 faster than the last heat did.
Definitely. What was that, like 28?
It's right
29?
now it's at 32.
Okay.
That's where she's hitting right now. Yeah, that was fast.
Well, if you want to get out of traffic, that's one way to do it.
That is one way to do it. She still has a lead right now.
Mm-hmm. And if you get out hard, I mean, you can get out hard for 100, 120 meters before it really starts to make any difference anyways. I mean, no reason to sit in the back and then have to go through traffic.
Exactly. Especially in an 800.
Yeah, where you don't have much opportunity to do that.
If you get stuck behind in an 8, there's no way you're making it back up.
No. All right. Definitely a cordon back up, however. We're going through in 1:16. So solid time. I just think probably pulled most everybody out a little bit too fast, and the second lap's going to be a lot harder than the first lap.
You go out way too fast in the first 200
Oh.
of an 8. That's a very painful last 400.
Looking at the guys queuing up, we got Beauty and the Beast between Ryan Devine and Evan Coyne. You can figure out who the Beauty and who the Beast is. But we got Joe Curran as well. Oh yeah, it looks like a pretty fast section up there.
Bit of a lead change on the.
A bit of a lead change.
Yeah.
We're now looking at either Jasmine Brown or Kaylin Rourke of Londonderry lead, or Caitlin Buford. I forgot about that. So that's probably Caitlin, seeing as she's ranked second. Okay, do they know they're probably not supposed to be going across the start-finish line?
I don't think they know that.
Stay away, stay away. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
it's
a
a
close
cordon
finish.
back up. And it looks like it could be
Oh, wait.
Looks like.
Amelia
Did
Emmons
she cross
of
her
Cole
before?
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Second, Londonderry. Third was Eileen McRitchie.
And there we go, all the way across. And that heat finished up in 2:58. Now we're on to the fast section of the boys. We got Evan Coyne from Conval, Jack Taylor from Winnicunnet, Fisto. Does anybody know Fisto's last name? Deyishimi.
Fasto.
Fisto. Fisto is Fasto, they said. Joe Curran of Nashua North, Yassine Jakib of North, Ryan Devine of Concord, Eben Bragg of Concord, Wyatt Mackey of Cole Brown, Andrew Payton of Merrimack, Alex Cermak of Trinity, Paul Balletto of Alvern, and Colby Hoffman of Cole Brown. Fisto rearranging his number.